Alright, man, it's been a few weeks since I done one of these videos. Let's talk about the games that's been going on for the past few weeks, man. I haven't talked to you since, what? Ole Miss lost to Alabama? Yeah. Well, speaking of Alabama, I told you would not finish the season undefeated, and you didn't. You called me stupid for it. You made a few fat jokes, which, if you made a fat joke, I was probably burning you up in the comments, so continue making fat jokes, because I love roasting the crap out of you people. Alabama didn't go undefeated. They lost to Texas A&M, a team that was highly disappointing this year, or has been so far anyway. Losing to Mississippi State, losing to Arkansas, which, don't get me wrong, losing to Arkansas is not terrible, but for Texas A&M, they haven't lost to Arkansas in God knows when, you know? Yeah, you can probably hear a bunch of congestion right now. I'm sick, highly sick, but it is what it is. I needed to do one of these videos. I haven't done one in a while. Anyway, I tried to tell the Bama fan they weren't going undefeated. They didn't want to listen. They wanted to say I was stupid. Continue, Alabama. Like I said in the last video, continue making your fans think that you're good, because you're overrated is what you are. It happens every season. Some seasons you are what... You're good. You're a good program, Alabama. You can't take that away. Nick Saban's the greatest coach of all time. But when it comes down to the 2021 season, you're overrated, and you're not as good as people thought you were. And neither is that run all over me defense. So continue making your fans think that you're good. You lost to a decent Texas A&M team. What happened after that? Oh, you blew out Mississippi State, the team that beat the team that you lost to, so that's confusing. Who do you got next? I don't know. What about the LSU game, baby? We come out and we beat Florida. We beat Florida. And we got 4 interceptions on them, too. So, do I think LSU's beating Alabama? No, I don't. That'd be amazing if they did, but I don't see it happening. At least not this year. So, continue with those jokes, too. Oh, you're an LSU fan. You're not beating Alabama anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're right. Alabama has their own problems. LSU has their own problems with the whole Coach Orgeron thing. I'm not talking about that right now. Florida, we beat Florida and got 4 interceptions on them. 2 by Emory Jones and 2 by Anthony Richardson. So continue saying that Anthony Richardson is QB number 1 for Florida, because he threw 2 interceptions in that game, and so did Emory Jones. In that game, Emory Jones looked better to me. But, hey, it is what it is. Dan Mullen's been wrong about this before. Remember, he put Felipe Franks over, what was his name? Kyle Trask, sorry. Kyle Trask, and he was wrong about that, so who knows? He could be wrong about this, too. I doubt it. I think Emory Jones is a better quarterback than Anthony Richardson. I think Anthony Richardson just... Maybe he's good under pressure, maybe. Overall, though, I would start Emory Jones right now. So, that's that. Alabama loses, Texas A&M comes out, blows out the team that beat Texas A&M. I don't know either. LSU beats Florida, which I guess, yeah, that's the same. I don't know either. I mean, I'm proud as an LSU fan, but I don't know how we did that. If you asked me before the game started, I would have told you we were losing by 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. We won by 1 touchdown, but then the next day, obviously beating Florida wasn't good enough to save Coach O's job. They had this planned out before this game. Don't stop. There's no way they just decided to let him go after beating Florida. It was already planned, so they're not gonna, change their mind after beating Florida. Yeah, that's that. Oh, I don't know why I didn't make a video last week. Who we lose to? Auburn. Lost to Auburn after blowing a 13-point lead. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Though Auburn is much better than some of us expected. What are they? 3rd in the West? 2nd, 3rd in the West? I think they're 3rd. Alabama, Ole Miss, Auburn. Yeah, 3rd in the West. I could be wrong about that. Don't call me stupid for that if I'm wrong. But 3rd in the West. Blowing a 13-point lead. It is what it is. 4-3 right now. beat a top 20 Florida team. Apparently Dan Mullen's in a hot seat right now for whatever. I don't know. It is what it is, man. Alabama's overrated. Who does Alabama play next? Somebody tell me, man. I don't know. You'll win. Is it LSU? It better not be LSU next week. No. That's at least 2 weeks away, right? Oh, come on. Don't. Man. If we come out playing like we did against Florida, we'll do better. We won't win. I don't think we'll win. Nick Saban won't let that happen, but if we come out playing like we did, this game could be closer than you think. It won't be no 4 or 5 touchdown game, you know, I can tell you that. But LSU has to play. They won't play like they did against Florida. They just won't. I told you we'd beat Florida. We own Florida. What are we, 8-3 in the last 11 years now? Something like that. Yeah, I tried telling you that too. A couple weeks ago. Really, since I've started making these football videos, I've told you that LSU will beat Florida this year. And you're going 4-8, 5. Yeah. No, maybe no. I told you we'd beat Florida. I said even we could go 1-11. That win is going to be against Florida. I told you that, and it happened again, and it's going to happen next year. So continue doubting the LSU Tigers. Continue, please, and continue making Alabama look good, better than they are. They're good, but they're not better than what. They're not as good as you think they are. It's so hard for me to talk during these videos. Yeah, man, what else happened? Georgia, again, proving why they're number 1. Iowa losing to a Purdue. What's a Purdue? Continue losing to Purdue. What else? Cincinnati, number 2? That's crazy. Cincinnati could be headed to the playoffs, man. They could be. Oklahoma, a good win against Texas. Of course, they beat TCU. Yeah, that's going to happen. Spencer Rattler got benched, bro. Did he start in this game or no? I didn't watch the TCU game, so I don't know if he started or not. May need to check that out. But he got benched? That's crazy. I think he got benched against Texas, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. LSU didn't even have their star receiver. Keyshawn Boutte was out. And we still played good. We can actually run the ball now, baby. What happened to that? How'd that happen? Davis Price rushed for what? Almost 300 yards? What? How, bro? How? I don't know, man. It was crazy. Crazy week. Iowa losing to Purdue. I'm ready for these Big Ten big matchups. I'm not going to lie. Michigan State and Michigan. Ohio State, Michigan. Ohio State, Michigan State. Penn State, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State, Penn State, Michigan. It's going to be some good games, man. Cincinnati's already the best team in Ohio. Thank you, Uncle Lou. But the Big Ten playing each other, or at least that division, that's going to be some good games, man. If I had to pick right now who would come out of that on top, I would have to say Ohio State and Penn State have to go undefeated in the rest of those games if they want a chance at the playoffs. Ohio State has to beat Michigan State, Michigan, and Penn State. Penn State has to beat Ohio State, Michigan State, and Michigan. Michigan and Michigan State, could they afford another loss or one loss? Could they afford a loss? Probably. Yeah, no, they could. They could afford a loss. They'd have to run the table after that, though. So they're sitting in better position than Ohio State and Penn State. I will give them that. Hey, these games are going to be good coming up, man. Really good. So we're going to find out. This is week 7, so we're coming up on week 8. 4 or 5 weeks left? And then we'll have Alabama and Georgia. You could say Ole Miss and Georgia, Auburn and Georgia. No, it'll be Alabama and Georgia. I want it to be Alabama and Georgia just so we can watch Alabama and laugh in their face because they think they're going to win the game and go to the playoffs after winning the SEC title. They're not. And once they lose the SEC, Alabama's put themselves in a situation to where they have to win the SEC title game. And I could be wrong, obviously, further down the road. But looking at it right now, they're in a must-win position in the SEC title game, no matter who they play. So, yeah, man, that's all I got. I've been gone for a few weeks. I've been sick. I'm still sick. You can hear the congestion. It is what it is. I haven't uploaded a video on my wrestling channel since August 20th, when CM Punk returned. That was the last time I uploaded a video on there. I haven't been keeping up with wrestling at all. I need to get back into that. College football just took over my life right now. I've only watched one NFL game this season. It's just nothing but college football and boxing. I watch a lot of boxing.